Other interesting cultural news, Bud Light attempts to tweet yet again, and they have the audacity to censor someone for taking a Yuengling beer out of a fridge. Really? I was about to think, I can't think of more. That is so pathetic, Bud Light. Now, I shouldn't be too surprised since my personal Twitter profile was actually banned by Bud Light because I had the audacity to respond to one of their tweets. And I said, thanks for the reminder, I'm going to go get some Yuengling. Or just got some Yuengling, and I had a picture of a Yuengling case bottles, and a case of Yuengling light cans with a carbon fiber American flag. Now, subsequently, I'm pretty sure the reason that they were so offended was because of the American flag, since that's not the flag that represents Bud Light anymore. But they banned me just for that. And this video, they said, we gotta get rid of this video. It's not good. Can't have people seeing the competition come out of a fridge? Heaven forbid. Now, the original tweet by Bud Light was the text saying, you know the drill. Now it's time to play for a chance to win prizes. Join now. And all the people with too much time on their hand or just like freebies too much, that I really debate if they actually build brand loyalty. It's one of the things where they just encourage gambling and they want you to retweet it and they'll get free crap. Which again is a great example of someone, you always hear this example in life of how someone can be a winner and a loser at the same time. And having a raffle or having a contest where the winning prize is Bud Light, I think is a perfect answer for that metaphor of being a winner and a loser at the same time. Now, they also had the picture where it said, make your pick. And it was a can of Bud Light with a horseshoe on it and a can of Bud Light with a bird on it. Now, thanks to the fact checkers, I was able to find out this is a horse trading company and a bird taxidermist company. I'm just kidding. I know their soccer teams. I know my sports balls. So apparently it's the Colts and the Robins, of course. And I can't help but think those brands, maybe their fans really like Bud Light. I can't help but think if I was the owner of that team, I would try anything to get out of the contract that said they had to do anything with Bud Light. Now, they attempted that tweet. It looks like they got about 19,900 views in 9 hours. Which, again, a huge brand. They should be getting millions. Thus far, I've seen them get like one post with a couple million views in the past 6 months. Or actually, no, time's going by too quick. The past 8 or 9 months since the incident with Dylan Mulvaney. And I can't help but think they probably paid extra to push or promote that tweet. Now, of the 19,900 people who saw this, presumably, probably a couple people, maybe a couple thousand people would like it, maybe 10,000, 20,000. Well, not 20,000. It's not an election. Dead people can't, I wouldn't think, like on Twitter. Maybe. But nevertheless, they got 164 likes, which I think is hilarious because it means not even the people who work there are liking their tweets. Nevertheless, even more interesting, it looks like 1 or 2 were real. So the first comment was actually somebody by the name of Hope Thatcher. This person said, already made my picks. I got 20 points from Thursday's game. And they got 583 views. And they got 1 like. Now, not to brag, but I sometimes get 2 likes when I do tweet. Not to be too bombastic, but that's pretty good. That's twice as bad. Which is pretty good. 2x. Now, looking at her profile, looks like she retweets for Domino's to get a free gift card, Roku to get a free trial or a free stick. I have no idea what the hell. Slabs and Raw for $25 promo. Another $25 promo. Apparently this married woman, well, she has a child, so presumably she's married. She retweeted someone called Pulte, and that person was saying lunch on me to someone random who likes this tweet. She also retweeted yet another thing for Roku. Retweeted Batman. A real picture, I'll be damned. She did tweet something original. A cat. The crazy cat lady stereotype persists yet again. It just can't get away from it. And unfortunately, she got 0 likes out of the 13 people who saw that. And it looks like the rest are retweets for promos. So the first person is real. Personality might be the same as a robot, but nevertheless, she appears to be real. So there's one real tweet or response to the Bud Light tweet. Another person by the name of Eric said, quote, I misread that. You can imagine what I thought. It said first, make your. And I misread that. You can imagine what I thought it first said. So I have no idea what this person is saying. If they're trying to make a joke, it went over my head just like that. They got one like, though. Someone by the name of James Bromley said no thanks, getting 4 likes. Ooh, someone by the name of Carly said America picks Yuengling beer. Person got 16 likes out of 527 views. We have a reliable statistician over Mr. Rich Mooney. He asked people, Bud Light is openly sponsoring the drag group Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence, who are famous or infamous for mocking Jesus Christ and Christianity. How will this affect your choice of beer? With the 2 options to vote for being Bud Light for me or no Bud Light for me. Of the 180 people who voted in this poll, the results come in at 82.3% of people said no Anheuser-Busch for me, which is quite concerning because that means of the 181 people who voted, 17.7% said they would purchase Bud Light because they support a drag group that mocks religion. I can't help but think or notice in the United States, Christianity and Catholicism is the only religion you're allowed to make fun of pejoratively and discriminate against openly, such as when Best Buy did it. So they would buy a Bud Light because they mock religion. Interesting, Bud Light. Interesting approach. But it's not 0%. So maybe the logic for the 2 people who still work in the marketing department is they're going to go after that 17.7%. I don't think that's a prudent business decision because, again, even if the growth rates of that community, increase as they have for the past couple decades, I mean, they'll make them a profit, but it's going to be 60 years plus. So maybe they are really, really, really thinking long term. No, I just think they're still run by activists. You have somebody by the name of Manhouse saying, I choose another beer. Got 17 likes out of 273 views. You have someone by the name of Phil saying my pick is in, and it's a GIF. Or as the youth might say, a GIF. But no relation to Jiffy Peanut Butter, which I can't believe in terms of marketing. What a lost opportunity. How did they not corner the market with the Jif Peanut Butter GIFs? Or GIFs? I need to start letting these companies know I'm for sure free, well, I should say available for marketing consultation. But nevertheless, that person got 17 likes out of 408 views. And going down, we get to something that is censored. It actually says, the following media includes potentially sensitive materials. Heaven forbid we see it. But I do dare. And I click the button that says view. And it's a GIF, or as I said, the GIF. A man is just taking what appears to be Yuengling beer out of a fridge. How on earth did they, I guess they justified it because they're tyrants, they believe in censorship, but they literally said, we're hiding this because we think we deem this sensitive. We want to be insensitive, so we're going to hide this GIF of our competitor coming out of a fridge. How ridiculous is that? And that is a post or response by the name of JRM, and he did get 3 likes out of the 167 views. Now, interestingly enough, it looks like the real response is starting to brew to the surface. Pun moderately intended. You have some by the name of Amish 1979, which surely that can't be real because Amish aren't supposed to be using computers. Unless he's on run springing up, perhaps. But this person said Dylan Mulvaney got 1 like. You have a couple people in the row who just say, I suppose it used to be a pejorative word to say the Q word. But apparently now they're saying Q beer. You're getting a couple likes. Someone's saying the official Bud Light straw release, and it's a hot dog in a beer little beer cup from a ball game, and it got the middle of the hot dog drilled out. So maybe the censor's getting lax. So they hid the video of someone taking Yuengling out of the fridge, but not the other stuff. A couple of people saying Miller Lite, I'm going to pick another beer. A couple of people talking about the taxidermy company, saying go Ravens. Another one saying support your local brewery. So pretty interesting what they're starting to choose to censor. Which goes on to our next topic. The censorship continues. Now, it looks like Bud Light former employees are admitting to censoring a myriad of social media in addition to the Twitter sphere. It looks like former employees are admitting that Anheuser-Busch executive leadership are being so incompetent and the executives are leading from a place of fear, they say. They also note that they are removing all negative comments from social media sites, including Instagram, Facebook, and in addition to the cliche, Twitter, which is fascinating because, again, I need to perhaps embrace more social media. And I can't help but notice, no matter how much they try to censor, the real comments keep brewing to the surface. The sweepstakes has worked for a little while in terms of it's a high volume of people who want free stuff, so they'll just put all the free stuff in terms of they'll just retweet it with the little handle that says, if you do this, we might give you a case of Bud Light, which presumably you could use for, what could one use a case of Bud Light for? I suppose, I was about to say use it to, what could you use Bud Light for? Kind of cliche to say target practice. I mean, Kid Rock's already done that. And then subsequently, I believe he actually drank a Bud Light later. So Kid Rock has fallen. Although, by now he's a grandpa, so maybe we knew he was a phony the whole time. Kid Rock? Grandpa Rock, to say the least. No relation to Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, too. I was actually a little surprised there. But when it comes to Bud Light, let me know in the comments, what would you do if you won, and I use that in quotation marks, what would you do if you won a case of Bud Light? Would you toss it away? Would you drink it, I suppose? Gosh, that'd be so sad to actually drink that. But nevertheless, I'm sure people do it sometimes. They still have 70% of their sales somehow. Well, it'll be interesting to see how long the Bud Light boycott goes, and if the sales continue to decrease, or if it just kind of levels out at 30% less than last year. Let me know in the comments. It'd be fascinating to see and hear what you have to say. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in. I greatly appreciate it. Also, taking the time to comment helps the channel grow and develop. Don't forget, we're giving a free flamethrower with every July, or actually, wow, time flies, with every September purchase at toppingtechnologies.com. Click the website for additional details. Also, thank you so much. I really appreciate the feedback. If you can take the time to click that subscribe button, trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So I'd greatly appreciate you clicking that button. Also, don't forget to take the time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe and fight the good fight.